I would like to welcome everybody into my office here in Richmond, and I want to talk a little bit about how the session's been going. This has been a busy 2 weeks, the start of the session. Of course, we're in a short session, so it's going to be a fast-paced session to talk to you about some bills of concerns for our area and budget amendments. We're now in the committee processes, meeting long days, trying to settle some of the bills that we've seen come through the Senate this year. One of the things that I want to talk to you about, its importance to the area, is the budget amendments that we're doing here in Richmond. We're looking at ways to help fund the health wagon, which helps a lot of residents in the far southwest region of the coal fields on medical issues. Those that have lost their jobs and needing assistance in those areas. The other thing is in the eastern part, Grayson County's prison facility that is remaining in the budget that the governor put in. We're fighting hard to keep that in place so that the 350 jobs can be utilized in the upcoming year in a much needed part of the area. There's many things that we look at through this budget. One of the things that we're going to be looking at with the budget amendment that I have is hopefully find a way that we can give raises to constitutional officers and state police. We're working on language that will allow law enforcement officers that didn't take advantage of the sick leave policy in the state police to be able to take advantage of that in the near future, to where they can use that sick leave that they've built up as years of service back to their department, the department that they work for. The other things that bills that I think are of concern for you just passed out of committee today. The substance abuse screening bill that requires TANF recipients to have to submit to a drug test if there's reason to believe that they're using drugs and using that money, which is taxpayers' dollars, being used to fund that program. If they are suspected of that, then they will have to submit to drug testing, and they will lose those benefits for up to a year if they test positive. The other thing that Senator Stanley and I have been working on in the past 2 weeks, and we will go before the committee next week, is the constitutional amendment on prayer. The constitutional amendment that I have introduced for 5 terms in the House and now this term in the Senate, that would protect a person's right to freely pray according to the dictates of their conscience without fear of the ACLU or anyone else telling them that they violated the constitutional right of an individual not to hear that. It's everyone's right under the free speech to be able to express your religious beliefs, and Senator Stanley and I are working together to clarify that in the language of the Constitution so that the courts have direction and the ACLU's threats will be minimized. So it's been a busy 2 weeks thus far. I hope everything's going well back home. I understand there's quite a bit of snow back there. Looking forward to getting back to seeing the snow. Hope that all's going well, and look forward to seeing you back in the district soon. Thank you, and God bless you.